It's been more than a month since Hurricane Dorian battered the Bahamas as a catastrophic storm. Estimates are it caused as much as $3 billion in damage and took more than 60 lives. A lot of the damage was left behind across Grand Bahama Island and the Abacos, two of the most northern islands in the Bahamas.
But what the public may not realize is that while two islands in the northern part of the country suffered unspeakable devastation, other parts of the Caribbean paradise are completely open for business.
Yeah, so right now, to help us build awareness about what's happening, live from Nassau, Bahamas, the Honorable Dionisio D'Aguilar, Minister of Tourism and Aviation for the islands of the Bahamas. And welcome to the News at 9 here in Orlando, Minister D'Aguilar. How are you?
Good morning, Bridget. Thank you so much for having me on your show this morning.
Well, help us build an awareness of just where things stand in the Bahamas right now, because it's a complicated story where there's been so much devastation, but you're also trying to let people know that one way they can support the Bahamas is to continue traveling and supporting tourism there.
So imagine, if you would, the Bahamas is divided into 16 different destinations. And yes, Hurricane Dorian has wreaked untold devastation on two of our destinations, Abaco and Grand Bahama. So the message that we're trying to get out this morning is that 14 of our destinations emerged unscathed from this storm. Most people know Nassau, there are Eleuthera, Exuma, Andros. These islands received no impact from the storm and are very much open for business. And to put this into context for your listeners, imagine, if you would, a storm would have hit the Florida Keys. Would it stop you going on vacation to Orlando? Of course not. So it's important that we get our message out. Yes, two of our northernmost islands have been impacted, but the rest of the country is open for business and ready to receive visitors, as we have always.
So, Minister, how can we help support the Bahamas? We've talked about the recovery efforts. We've talked about tourism. What are some of the ways we can really get involved to help support our neighbors there?
So the best way you can help us is to visit us. Much of our economy is derived from tourism. Over 60% of our GDP, over 60% of our employment is created by tourism. So when you go online and you're considering a Caribbean holiday, we want you to consider the Bahamas, as you have always done. As you can see behind me, it's a beautiful day here. The water is crystal clear. It's warm. The beaches are white and sandy. The warm and friendly people of the Bahamas are waiting to receive you, as they have always. We would like you to look at the Bahamas again. 14 of our islands are open for business. Please go online, please book a holiday, and help us help those citizens in Grand Bahama and Abaco that have been impacted, and help us rebuild those damaged islands to the north.
So you don't have to tell me twice. I've cruised there, I've visited, but sell someone on the Bahamas right now, especially us Floridians. Sell us on how to get there, you know, how we should visit, what we should check out.
So the Bahamas is a 30-minute flight from South Florida, maybe a 40-minute flight from Orlando. It's very close, very easy to get to, same time zone, same money, warm and friendly people. We have so many different options in the Bahamas. As I said, we have 14 different destinations. If you've been to Nassau and you want to go to another island like Eleuthera or Andros or Cat Island just to experience a different feel, we like to say in the Bahamas, we have so many options. There is really no other reason for you to go anywhere else in the Caribbean, because whatever you're thinking in a Caribbean holiday, we have it here in the Bahamas. And in the 14 islands that have not been impacted by this storm, please choose one and come and visit.
All right. Well, Minister, thank you so much. So where can we go for more information right now if we want to start making those plans?
So go to www.bahamas.com, and there you will see all of the options that are open and available for you. Very easy, bahamas.com. It's very easy to remember, and then you can see what is available to you.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much, Bridget, and have a great day.
You too. You know, that
I'm ready
looks
to
so
go.
beautiful.
Let's dive right into that water.
You know, and the great thing is it's such a short trip from here that you can do a long weekend and, you know, And when I was living in the Midwest, if you had told me I would live someplace where you could be a 30-minute flight from the
So
Bahamas,
close.
yeah, let's do
You'd
it.
be like, you're crazy. But
Right.
actually, it takes you less time to, travel there than to our own beach.
We could
sometime
get there
with
and have
traffic.
conch for lunch from right now.
Okay, we're there this weekend. Awesome.